Hey YouTubers, what's going on? What's poppin', everybody? Everybody was good. East New York's finest, hosted by Mike. What is going on? What's poppin', everybody? What is good? Yeah. Anyhow, I had to do a lot of things today. I had to go take the rest of the Transformers to Eric, and this is not Black Brother Eric. This is actually the Eric who's the promoter of the Woodbridge and Edison Toy Show. One thing I like. There's a couple things I like about him. Number one thing is, you know, we do negotiate. I think we only negotiated once out of the 4 or 5 transactions we've had, as far as stuff I've sold him. But he does buy it. He pays for it. No scribbling. No trying to lowball you. I like that. So when I do get a lot of Transformers and other stuff, I'll definitely make sure he'll be the first, hopefully only person I deal with from now on with that. You know what I mean? I definitely need the money because about 3 or so weeks ago, more than 2 weeks, we had to repair. We had to get our roof repaired. So like the roof that goes over my old office, which is like my GI Joe room. That room right underneath is my old office, which is now Mike Jr.'s room, and we've had a lot of water damage. And for some reason, the contractors from last year, these scumbags, they did not go on the roof and properly look and do what they supposed to have done. Because if they did, they would have caught it. And these guys called A1 out of Orange, real cool guys. Mexican, I think he's Mexican or Honduras or something. It doesn't really matter. Real cool guy. He gave us a great deal on doing that. That was like a 2-day job. Just that one portion, and he did a great job on that. Then he came back today. We worked another price out for him to do the garage because we have a 3-car garage, and for about 9 or so months now we had the thing probably weighed close to 1,400 pounds or more. A big branch. This branch had to be about maybe 20 something, almost 28 feet in height. That's how big the trees are in the back of my house, that a branch is that thick and that big. And it caused damage. And for all this time, including during the snow, I had a lot of the elements coming in my garage. So I had to cover things a certain way and do certain things. But I've gotten so used to it that it's good, but now I have to worry about mold and other stuff because of humidity and this, that, and the third. So, between that and then, we decided this year to get the most important essentials done for Isaiah. We got his uniform shirts, uniform pants, and surprisingly he picked up a pair of gray, I think 555s or no 574 New Balances. All gray. I was very shocked when he got them. I was like, I have a pair of New Balances too, and I like it because of the colorway. I'm still trying to get used to the New Balance, silhouette, but they are a very comfortable shoe. Jordans are becoming so hard to wear, and I haven't wore any of the new ones to see, but I know the old ones kind of make your feet miserable if you're walking around for a certain amount of time. The New Balances are a better sneaker. But he got what he wanted. There was another pair of all white ones that he saw. I think those were those are 554s or 5 something. He did see they were leather. They were all green. They were all white with a little green in it. He liked them. I wasn't a fan of them, and I didn't want him to pick up something and then get stuck with them, and then I can't take them back. Then I lose my money. Then I'm pissed off. And it's crazy because now his foot, now he's wearing like a 10 and a half now. Because I didn't realize that his Jordans last year were 10, so now he's like a 10 and a half. He's basically half a foot to my size. It's crazy, man. Both my sons, Mike Jr. is slightly taller than me. I'm 5'9", so he's like 5'10", 10 and a half, maybe 11. And Isaiah would probably be to maybe over 6 feet, I think. Very slim. My son, he works out. He's very fit. He's like me back in the day. And Isaiah, he's actually slim. But yeah, man. So I had to take him. I'm about to say food shopping. I had to take him clothing shopping. So we got we got a couple of pair of he likes like his dad, he likes joggers, so he likes the jogger khaki, and that's his uniform. His uniform is khaki, white, and navy blue. So I got him. I split the shirts. You know, we got him. My wife said I should have got him all navy, but if he could wear navy and white, I'll let him choose the colors. I got 3 blue and we got 3 white shirts. I should take 1 bag and just get 2. I mean, I should get 4 and 2 because white gets dirty, dingy, and knowing him, he gets stains and stuff all over his shit. But what are you gonna do? I can't argue with it because at the end of the day, that's why I don't really wear a lot of white T-shirts because for some reason, when I'm eating or putting something in my mouth, that's it's always like really messy when I'm wearing white. When I'm wearing regular T-shirts like this, I'll eat something where it's not like it won't cause damage or ketchup. But anytime I wear white, tomato sauce, ketchup, something always spill. That's why I don't like wearing. I mean, I love white, but I don't really like wearing it unless it's socks because of that. Even my sneakers get ketchup and shit on it. I don't know how, but anyhow. So yeah, man. So that was what I did today. Then I had to tip them. It was the owner and 2 of his workers. The last time it was 6 of his workers. So I tipped them. Normally I don't tip the owners because they're the owners. But he did a lot of good work. And then he went past and beyond by doing more work than he should have, and he cut down other branches that he didn't have to. And his workers got the work done sufficiently and very good. So I tipped. I gave everybody like $60 each. So yeah, I'm still feeling it. That's $180, y'all. That's $180 I could have used for this. I could have brought a toy or something coming up this toy show. But you know what? I'm the kind of person, I even teach my kids, when you go somewhere and somebody waits on you and they do a decent job, you should always tip them. Because especially like when you go to restaurants and stuff, you should always tip. Even if they kind of have an attitude or whatever, you might not tip them good, but you should always tip because you never know. Sometimes somebody's just going through some shit, or you never know. It's not my job to judge you unless you are totally disrespectful to me. But anyhow, enough of that bickering beef. I wanted to get rid of my loyal subject turtle stuff, but I reached out to a couple of people, and mass majority of people didn't want it. This is why it's very important to pick your poison. Everybody said, oh yeah, I only buy stuff that I know I'm going to keep. Nobody, unless it's real old and vintage, nobody is keeping any of this new shit long term. I done seen everybody from I'm not going to mention names, but you got guys from Ohio, Cincinnati, all over the place, and I've seen almost everybody on YouTube, including myself, who done went through everything. They done bigged up this company and that company, and then they sold it all off and they got into something else and this, that, and the third. And now a lot of people go from Hot Toys to Mythic Legions to Marvel Legends to McFarlane DC to the Multiverse regular 6-inch DC, and then they get rid of a lot of that stuff and they get rid of a lot of the Hot Toys, and now they go on retro and vintage and back and forth and or both or all. And I got no problem with that. It's your stuff. I like, I'm entertained by watching people's channels and stuff, and I get ideas from looking at other people's collections. Don't get me wrong, all this is me, but I do get a lot of ideas on what and how to do this and that. And I sit here sometimes for hours. I'll look at people's videos and I'll just turn around just like this, and I'll just start scheming on what I'm gonna change and how I'm gonna do this and how I'm gonna do that, or why should I do this, why should I do that, should I do this that way. That's how I added an extra shelf here. Here. And I actually put the Star Wars stuff. This whole shelf was around right here, and the Ewok village was like right here or something like that, and then the shuttle, the Emperor shuttle, which is back here, was right here. And then I just basically moved a lot of stuff, and then most of this Star Wars stuff, including these mini rigs up here, were, wow, this is like one of the first times I'm actually doing this right. Oh, let me shut up. Well, right here. So what I did was, since I have so many Master Universe figures and stuff, and a lot of these guys are complete and whatnot, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep them. Now I was actually contemplating on, maybe I'll just keep the Ghostbuster stuff as well. But and I do like Ghostbusters. I'm more of a fan of outside of GI Joe and Transformers and Mask. I always was a fan of the Ghostbuster figures, and the Firehouse, of course. Then I was thinking maybe I'll just keep the Echo ones, like the slime whatever ones. I got 3 out of 5, so I was like, maybe I'll just keep those guys and try to find the other two, and then boom, because they're expensive. But or maybe I'll just sell a whole damn collection. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but they're downstairs in bins, so they're not going anywhere. But the Master Universe stuff, I decided to more of an homage for my mother, because my mom always loved He-Man. My mother's favorite male toys are He-Man, of course G.I. Joe, the 11-inch guys, Queer Joes, like those guys, and the LJN wrestlers. My mother always loved the big rubber LJN wrestlers, and she always loved He-Man. My mom's a huge fan of He-Man. She loves him to this day. I don't understand why. I always liked the articulation of G.I. Joe, especially considering the fact that out of a lot of stuff she got me when I was already a grown man was, again, Clutch and Vamp and Rock and Roll, because Clutch comes with the Vamp. And I think it was more of a gag gift. But, I used to collect Matchbox cars, and I used to do model kits. And I think somebody told her that, this is like a model he put together. He put the decals on them, and it's an action figure. So, and she knew at the time I was getting very few of the Star Wars figures. I liked all the vehicles, but I didn't like a lot of the figures, like Princess Leia, Han Solo, Luke Skywalker. Like, they didn't look like the figures, but you get guys like Yak Face or Hammerhead and Chewbacca, the Jawas, R2D2, C3PO. Like, they kind of had a resemblance, but I love the artwork. I like how they took like a still picture from Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, and Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, I know I put them in a different order, but you guys see what I'm getting at. And I thought those were cool, but when I looked at the figure, the one thing I didn't like was their articulation. They had only 5 points of articulation, and I was like, but I did get some. I did get a lot of them, all from Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. I got a lot of them. I did get the Lando, only because he was black and he had the mustache, and you could kind of get away with it. And I was like, yeah, but I think the only Lando I got. No, actually, I got 2 of them. I got the regular Empire Strikes Back one, then the Return of the Jedi in the disguise. So I did get those, and I did get a nice amount of the vehicles, like the Millennium Falcon and a lot of other vehicles and shit like that. I think I skipped on the Death Star, because the box that they had in TSS was badly damaged. And when I did go to Toys R Us right off the Bell Parkway, I think that was exit 8 or exit 11. It's been so long, I forgot the exits on the Bell Parkway, but it was the Flatbush Extension Toys R Us, which is the Toys R Us I grew up on, and the Toys R Us everybody from Bed-Stuy to Brownsville to East New York, City Line, we all went to that. Everybody went to that specific Toys R Us, because that was the closest Toys R Us to those neighborhoods, especially Flatbush, Canarsie, and Coney Island had one too. But I know a lot of people used to go to the one on the Bell Parkway. So the Bell Parkway was well stocked, because back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, that place was fucking. Even like the mid 2000s, like whenever you needed certain like the Marvel Legends, the Toy Biz Marvel Legends, I'm gonna tell you the 3 Toys R Us's never failed me. Even the G.I. Joe 25th anniversary, the Toys R Us at the Flatbush Junction, which is like going toward Queens. You have to go over the Flatbush Bridge to get to the backside of like going toward Breezy Point, where it leads you to the Rockaways and all that jibber jabber. So you basically have to cross. You have to cross that is the Atlantic Ocean. So you had that one. Then you had the one at Albee Square Mall, which is like downtown Brooklyn, and then you had the one on the 14th Street Union Square. Only problem with 14th Street Union Square is all their figures. Anything you brought was always $1. to normally $2 more than any of the other Toys R Us. That's for everything. Like if a Toys R Us had a G.I. Joe figure for like $7.99, they were, if you're lucky, $8.99 or $9.98 always. Because like the ones in Manhattan, they always charge $1 to $2 more because I guess the rent or whatnot. But that's just how it was. Anybody who knows New York understands and knows exactly what I'm talking about. They'll be like, "Yep, he's right." But yeah, man. So I was never like when He-Man came out. It did. I mean, it did rush. I mean, it was big. He-Man was a big toy line. People did like the He-Man, and you got a lot of people like my age and other individuals that did have like the fantasy figures that were like the bootleg ones. Like the ones that they look bootleg, but a lot of them are expensive. Like Dragon Warriors and a lot of other ones that like the ones that Ramco put out and all those. Those were like I know Toys R Us didn't sell them, but TSS did. TSS, I forgot. I think the name stood for Times Square something. Now TSS was off of Linden Boulevard, going toward North Conduit and stuff. If you're going toward Queens and stuff, you take Linden Boulevard and it cuts through to the Conduit and whatnot. No, like that would be South Conduit actually. And it was like TSS was like a kind of like almost like a Walmart. And they sold everything just like Walmart. They sold everything from electronics to household toys, everything. And they had like a huge section of their basement just in toys. And I'm talking about they had fire there. But their prices, like a G.I. Joe figure was like $6, $5 to $6. That just like you go to like the mom and pop Korean stores and stuff. Those figures like $7 to $8. Like G.I. Joes were. I mean, you were paying virtually about $4 to $5 more than you did in Caldor or Toys R Us for a G.I. Joe figure. Which back then you was like, man, they must be crazy. Like that was a lot of money back then, especially when you're considering you can go into Toys R Us and pay $269 to $369 for a G.I. Joe figure, versus you go into a mom and pop Korean store. But the only problem is the mom and pop Korean stores. Like they sold wigs and shit, like backpacks and pantyhose and all that stuff. All they stores smelled the same. They all had this weird, almost rubbery, fishy smell. Every one of them in New York. But a lot of them had the action. A lot of them had a lot of G.I. Joes that you're like, oh shit, they got this one, they got that one. So they had a lot of fire that you couldn't get in Toys R Us and whatnot. But KB was the winner because KB had a lot of their action figures. Most of their G.I. Joes were always $3 for $5. Which is a steal. I think I got all of my Night Force. A lot of the Tiger Force and shit came from, they all came from KB. Because KB, again, they were always fucking $3 for $5. And a lot of you guys out there can give a thumbs up and leave a response saying, yeah, he's right. Yeah. But yeah, as far as the He-Man stuff goes. Oh, somebody just fell. Alright, well, there obviously there are a lot of figures that I have to replace. Evil Lyn has to be replaced, period. But there are some figures here that I do have to replace their legs and stuff like that. But as soon as I order some more of those parts, I will just start doing it. But I want to show you guys the stuff that I did last night. All these got done. I think I finished at around 1:15 a.m. or 1:07 a.m. But yep, all these guys are fixed. You guys remember him. So Stinkor is done, as you can see here. I mean, look at that. First time in over almost 40 years, I finally figured out how you change these. Because with the G.I. Joes, they're very easy. And then you got Faker. Faker's another one I would actually replace soon. Even though I did change his leg thing. But I'm not in a hurry. Same thing with G.I. Joes. You just keep upgrading and upgrading. Alright. Then you got Merman. I got to put his chest plate and stuff on him. Then Leech. This Leech, I had another one that was in really good condition. But the suction cup part right here, I guess it got corroded. As you see this little notch right there. But back here was really bad. Listen, man. Ever since I became diabetic, I lose a lot of grip in my right hand for some reason. I don't understand why, and I try to laugh it off because it is extremely embarrassing and irritating at the same time. So you got my main man Leech here, and yeah, that one I didn't have to do that because he was a really good condition one. Speaking of Leech, take your weapon. And Trap Jaw, I had another Trap Jaw that was in really good condition, but this was kind of damaged. So I just said, you know what, this one is in way better condition anyway. Yeah, get off me, shit. Get off me, copper. Yeah. Yeah, see, it's me. It's Trap Jaw, yeah. Yeah, see, copper's gonna carry me here, man. Yeah. But yeah, he's actually pretty dope. I think he comes with 2 or 3 other like things to take this off or something like that. But you know, Trap Jaw is like Trap Jaw and Beastman are probably equivalent. I mean, they are probably Skeletor's equivalents to Sly than the other 3 mutants to Mama Ra. Because you know you can't when you think of Sly. I mean, I was because you got Sly, Monkeyan, and Jackalman. Vulture, Vulture being a lot of it, but he's more of a go-getter and more of a leader than a follower. I mean, you know, he is afraid of Sly, but he does his own thing. You know, he's not like Monkeyan and Jackalman. And then we got what was his name, Spike or something like that. Porcupine or Porcupine. Can you imagine that? Hey Holmes, what's up, Vato? Simone Orale Holmes, man. What you say? Yeah, Holmes. Call me Spaco, brother. What's up, Holmes? Vatos Locos forever. Simone Orale Holmes. Fucking Michi Miate Holmes. What the fuck, bro? Come on, Santos, man. Stop being a fucking Miachi, homie. I fucked up. But anyway, you know, the legs are good on this guy. So I'm going to order a lot of those. So that way when I start getting He-Man, I can change them. Yeah. Now since I know how to do it, I'm excited because it's pretty dope to learn something new. Thanks to YouTube and people out there in YouTube being so selfishly cool that they actually do videos showing you guys how to do this stuff and what pieces to buy. So yay! Yeah. I'll teach you youngin' sons of bitches. And he was actually probably one of the better ones I have. Oh, wait a minute. What? Something's wrong here. Just realized that. Why is he choking? From the nose down, he looks like my boy Troy. I got a friend of mine, Jamaican, real cool guy, man. You know, Troy's my dude. I knew this guy for a long time, but you know, every time I see this, he just looks like Troy. And I'm guessing this goes to the front instead of the back. I was like, wait a minute, something's amiss here. Something's afoot. And I guess he goes to the front. It's a little weird, right? Why would this go to the front? But you know what? Whatever. No, normally I don't really mess with He-Man, but you know, when I do go down to Columbus, I do get desperate when I come across stuff to buy. And now when I say desperate, like, oh my god, I gotta buy or this and that, I mean more to the fact that I'm already down there. It's not much out there, so F it. I'm just gonna buy these, and that's what I mean. And you know, obviously you see his legs, so yeah, got some new legs. And yeah, I want to show off this stuff. Reason why I want to show it off, y'all, this is not the best interpretation of Skeletor. I do have a couple of the battle armored ones, but I took off the battle armored head because they use the same head, the same arms, and the same legs. Only difference is the middle, the torso is the only difference between battle armored Skeletor and regular Skeletor. So being that the battle armored one, I didn't really need it. I just basically, and his legs these are his original legs. I did use the battle armor arms and the battle armor head because this body didn't have a head, so the head was already off. So I just basically put it in the boiling water, and I just, you know, prompted in, and it just went. And it went just like that. And I just got to put the pieces on him. And I'll upgrade him later on. And then we got my man Web Store. There's another one also. And, you know, this one is actually the better condition one, better paint and everything. That's why I decided to use this one to replace his legs. And again, this skeletal I think I got from my Mexican homie down in Columbus, as a matter of fact. Every time we see each other, we do that. Hey, Holmes, what's up, vatos? What's up, Simone? Orale, Holmes. Yeah, he's real cool, man. He's the guy I got the Ghost Rider hot toy from. He was very expensive, but, you know, once you get, it's like everybody. Once you get to know people and they become cool with you, you get better deals. And you're not doing it to be a slickster or something like that. It just, that's just the nature of things. The more you get to know somebody, it's like me down in Columbus. A lot of people didn't like me in Columbus. A lot of people still don't like me in Columbus. But, you know, you do get some people, and, you know, his waist, as you can see, is really good. And, yeah, and, you know, his legs are fucking yeah. I'm hyped, man. I'm really stoked to be able to do this. Because now I will buy more He-Man stuff. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. See, I said Masters, not Bastards. See, y'all probably didn't even notice that. So here I have two, should be three. I don't think I changed any of their legs because I didn't need to, but later on I will, sooner or later. But I have two Manny faces. There should be a third one here somewhere because I put them all. I put each of them in, like, one is in monster face and one human, and then the other one will be robotic. So that's why I got three of those dudes. And then I got my man Cyclone or Cyclonus, or whatever his damn name is. And I changed his legs. He was one of the hardest, to be honest. Take that, you sons of bitches. Yeah. Unfortunately, he does not have the chest decal, but he is fucking beautiful. I mean, this is a beautiful conditioned figure. Probably one of the best looking Cyclonuses I've ever seen, outside of him not having that chest decal. But I'll come across one that's probably beat up with it, and I'll just exchange it. And I do have a nice amount of He-Man stuff downstairs. These are like a lot of my weapons and stuff for the Master Universe stuff. And this is actually the Point Dread's cardboard computer thing. And these are some of, I don't know what that is. And it, I thought it said Mick Foley. Man at Arms complete. Alright, well, I know. Also parts. Oh, here is the other one. So yeah. So this is the other one in robot form. So I'm gonna order some of those. I might actually call my son and have him come up here and order it for me through PayPal, and I'll just give him the cash because he's good at that. Because I need to order some other stuff, and I'll just give him the money for it. And then, of course, I have some weapons. This is some stuff I got from Eddie, and for, I don't even know, but I think this is Trapjaw's little wrestling belt. Come on, brother, what you gonna do when the MOTU runs wild on you, brother? This goes to somebody, I just can't remember who it goes to right now. It's basically like Zodiac's vest. And then we have, I believe this is Manny Face's pistol. Yeah, it's my pistol. This is Beast Man's, one of his arm things. And then I have two of Merman's vests. It's funny because when they, you know, like they are kind of yellow, but then over time they get like this mustard green color. Mustard. And last but not least, I did clean this up the best I could because the boxes beat the shit. But this is the Dragon Walker that I got from Perry on last Sunday when I was with Eric and his brother, Alex. So the three of us, me, Alexi, and Eric, we went to, well, on the way go to G.I. Joe show. And yet, we go down to Columbus Flea Market and we get very good stuff. The price kind of pesky guy don't pay, don't do. Alright. I screwed it up, but you guys get the picture. And this box has beat the shit. Unlike a lot of people, I don't really give a fuck about if I can get any piece of vintage toy in the box, and the box is kind of displayable, I don't care. And yeah, this is gonna stay in its prison, and I will take it out, like Eric said. Yeah, you should test that. I need to test this and some of my motorized GI Joe stuff as well. But I don't really give a shit if that stuff works or not. But whatever. I already have a place for this, and I know where to put it. So I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it. So again, I'm very, very happy. So I'm gonna have Man-E faces in all 3 of his faces. Y'all, yay! And outside of that, I'm gonna show you what I picked up today. So I had to go meet up with Eric down in Woodbridge. We did go into Walmart. On the way going there, we went to the Clark, New Jersey Target, because it was on the way. It was exit 135 off of Garden State Parkway, and we had to get off at exit 129 to wrap around to go to US 9 going back north to get to the Woodbridge Hampton Hotel to meet up with Eric. Whew, that was a lot to say. And Isaiah he needed something for his computer. They didn't have it there anyway, so I did grab. Yeah, I did get this from there. So I did grab Dusty, old Dusty. So I got the Tiger Force version of Dusty, old Dusty. So got him, my friend. The price I could have gotten him at the show last week. The guy everybody wanted like $35. I think one guy had it for 40 or 45, but everybody else is like $35. I do 30, but the guy only cost he didn't cost me that much. I pay retail, so me pick up. They don't have no Python Patrol Crimson Guard, what the hell it was that come out with him, but they did have him, so me got them. And me also got him. We got again, since nobody wanted to buy the Loyal Subject Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff, because everybody's like, well, you know what? Everybody was like, I'll give you. One guy said he'll give me $550 each. Another dude told me $750. Then the other guy that I know who normally buys and give me good prices, my shit, said he would do 10, and it's almost like he's losing money on it because after eBay shipping and shit like that, he's not gonna make much on it, but he'll probably sell it off as a collection or do whatnot. So I was like, okay, I get it. And these things are like $17 to $20 depending on where you go. So since I've decided that nobody wanted to give me, the only one person that wanted to give me $10. When I saw this, I was like, you know what, whatever. So I did pick up this regular version of Rocksteady, because I have the one where he comes with the Loyal Subject Super 7 sticker somewhere here, and I think it's supposed to be like the 19 or the 80s version of Rocksteady. It is almost the same but different. I don't know exactly why, but whatever. I do have the regular version of Bebop for this. And this is the regular version of Rocksteady, so I got him to go along because I do have the 80s Bebop, and I think that's the Rocksteady from wherever the hell it's supposed to be from. So, and I now have this to go with the regular version of Bebop. So that was the only things I picked up from Target today. We went to Walmart. Only thing we got from Walmart was the flash drive, the flash drives Isaiah needed for something. That's it. And on the way coming up north, I was gonna go to different Targets and Walmarts, but after we ate those delicious ass from a real authentic Greek restaurant, a hero or Euro, Hero, Gyro, whatever you want to call it. Of course, I believe the Greeks call it a hero. Because the G is silent, and I think in Middle Eastern it's called the Euro or something like one or the other. But whatever, whether you want to call it a hero, a gyro, or a euro, same shit. Pita bread with the beautiful yogurt like white sauce on it with the onions, the lettuce, and the tomatoes, and that beautiful beef. Not goat. Oh my god, I can't think of the name now. Yeah, I'm out of it. Well, it's mixed. It's like okay, great. Now I can't think of the fucking word. But you guys know the meat. Anyway, okay. Lamb. Jesus Christ. It's like a beef lamb mix. Delicious. I think the guy who did it though, he did cut the meat too thin. It should have been a little thicker, but whatever. So yeah, to that, y'all. So that's basically it. Let me see exactly how many figures I actually did. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we did 9 figures. We did Faker He-Man. I don't got none of his weapons. Stinkor, I don't believe I have any of his as well. I think is it Spike or something like that? Because I thought he only had 9. It was only 9 in the bag. Again, Trapjaw and Stratos. Then we got Cyclonus, or whatever his damn name is. Oh man, turn around, man! Don't be turning your back on people, you son of a bitch. Fucking rude guy's rude. And then of course Skeletor, Webstore, and Merman. So I'm gonna put these some bitches together, and I'm gonna put the blood clot thing over there. And sometime maybe this week or next week, I think, I don't like making promises I don't keep, because I'm a person that take promises very, very seriously. But sooner or later I am gonna do a room tour. Everybody keep telling me, your fam, you gotta do a room tour. You gotta do a room tour. I know, man. I know this, man. It's been the last time I did a room tour was what, 6 years ago or something like that, probably 7. It was 2016, I believe. Yeah, it was the last time I did a room tour. A room tour. I said it before. I can't believe I didn't do a room tour, yo. Boom, 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 they're gonna be like, yo, we up here watching this, or you trying to be Doggy Fresh and Biz Markie or some shit? This is the Biz Markie. You know, power to him, man. Rest in peace, brother. All right, y'all. Well, y'all see it all, brother. For you guys out there, brother. And I got something over here for my main man, Alexi. For you, this, because, you know, Eric's brother, Alex, real cool guy. These guys, I love these dudes, man. I feel like I knew the both of them motherfuckers for years. I'm talking about, like, decades. Sometimes you just have that, your soul catch. I can't explain it. And it's not just because, well, actually it is. It's not being racist or whatever, but where I come from and where I'm from, it's very hard to come across a lot of brothers, especially brothers of their stature and how they look. I mean, the three of us look like, I mean, if you seen us walking down the street, I don't care if it's 15 people. You see me in the middle, Eric on one side, and Alex on the other side. You're going to cross the street and move out the way. Because I'm a pretty intimidating looking guy and big. And these guys too. And you know, Alex, he got the height and size on us. So he looks like a fucking bouncer, man. You know what I mean? Like, Eric looked like he'll just slice you up and shit. And come out with a hatchet and hit you in the side of the neck. He has that look. Me, I mean, you look at me, you just see, oh, this guy like he's a UFC fighter or some shit. You know what I mean? And then you look at Alex, and you're like, yeah, this nigga looking like he want trouble. So it's just really hard, you know. And then I got my boy Dave, but he's always working, and a lot of times with his work schedule and how he works, he can't come do meets and stuff. And I know this guy forever. You know, me and him go way back. So it is very enlightening to come across brothers who collect. And you know, we have so much cultural indifferences. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so much, like, you know what I'm saying? It's different. You know what I'm saying? And it's real cool. And I just had fun with him last week. And he actually, you know, he does the 1/6 scale stuff. But this fucking guy's, yeah, anybody who know me know that, yo, I don't toot nobody's horn. I don't blow smoke up nobody's ass. And you guys see the kind of shit I collect. I'm not a novice. I'm more of a pro collector than anything. And you might say you're tooting your own horn. No, I am. Yeah, I am. I done been through and had almost every fucking thing. I may not remember everybody's names or what weapons go to what, but who does? Off the top, off the whim. You know what I mean? But I don't had it all. And this guy does some formidable customs. Like his shit is like, this guy really pays close attention to detail when it comes to customs. And like this dude knows his shit. And I got something for him that I decided to pull out. And if he wants it, it's his for, you know, he does G.I. Joe, and he might want to do a Scarlet. So I know you watching this, Eric. So I mean, Alex. So this is the Fison. This is the Fison Red Sonja. I have the box and everything for her. She got, I mean, her fucking clothing is phenomenal. She does have a crack behind her elbow. I think that's just from, you know, this seamless body they use, but she is atomically correct. And if you want her to use for, because I don't have room for her, and I think it's time to give her a better home. So if, you know, there's something you want to, like, you know, try to, you know, make your own Scarlet or whatever, let me know, brother. And she's yours for a steal. And I have everything for her. So yeah, she'll be yours for a steal, bro. So let me know about that. I should call you, but you know, whatever. Whatever, you're great desert dwellers. All right, man. So that's that. So I'll probably have my son come up here and actually let me call him up. Well, watch how he answers the phone. Yeah. Or what? This kid is weird. I love him to death, though. I have him come upstairs. I love my kids, man. You know, what if I known a guy from the ghetto would, you know, still be with the same woman, have 3 kids by the same woman, and just do the right thing? Yeah, do me a favor. When you get a chance, come upstairs. I want you to do something for me.
Can you tell me now?
Nigga, just come upstairs, man. Scott, just come upstairs. Alright. He's stupid. He's like, yo, can you tell me now? Yo, this dude is funny, man. Anyway, y'all, I gotta go. Talk to y'all later, man. Please like, sub, share, subscribe, and let's get these comments up, man. So, you know, a lot of brothers, you know what I think? I think me, y'all, I'm gonna put this out there. I think we should do our own, like, cause I used to do like the forum channels with my late brother Luis Pepe and Victor Rosario, and I think we should do something like that. We should come to the table on like a hump day. We should call it, you know, Hump Day Wednesday or something, or Ghetto Hump or some shit like that. And the 3 of us should just, you know, do like a live stream on YouTube and just talk, you know, just talk about all types of subjects. Like, you know, we could talk about action figures and like what's going on in the world, and mix all that in, and also give our own interpretations on nostalgic stuff. Like, yo, we should really talk, man. But I want to be the first one to say that on this channel, man. We should come up with a name and something cool, you know, or, you know, call it the 2 brothers, something. We'll figure it out, man. But that'll be pretty dope to get like you know, like three brothers perspective on life, how it was growing up in the hood, and being like, you know, 0.1% of the collectible world, because there's a lot of brothers out there, but it's not that many minorities out there, unlike a lot of the Caucasians and everybody else. And again, it's not about race and anything like that, but it's just straight facts, you know. But yeah, man, you know, let me know what you guys think, and you know, let's get these subs out there and push it out there, man, because like I am one of the pioneers of YouTube, and I should have been up here. I should have been up there a long time ago, man. But anyway, y'all, peace, love, and hair grease to everybody. I know it's been a long time since I've said that, but I had a really good night last night with these He-Man figures. I'm very happy I learned how to do it. And you know, thanks to Eddie, you know, donating that little baggie of the 9 whatchamacallits. And this method is way better than that crazy ass method with the screws and all that jibber jabber. These are made exactly the way they were intended to be made in a factory, and it's just dope. So anyway, y'all, peace out, and thanks again. 1.